The Indiana legislation scheduled to end today. In fact, many lawmakers actually went home earlier last week. Tonight, Fox 55's Drew Fry is in the studio to explain how Fort Wayne community schools feel recent bills geared towards education will affect them. Drew.
Yeah, Chris. Well, according to the Fort Wayne Community Schools report, lawmakers put forth 849 bills throughout this legislative session. 177 of those passed, and 15 of those directly tied to education. So at tonight's school board meeting, FWCS board members discussed the good, the bad, and of course, the funding. Indiana legislators have been making decisions regarding e-learning, open meetings, and education budgets in recent weeks. Fort Wayne Community School Board member Jennifer Matthias says when it mattered most, she's glad state lawmakers listened to teachers.
Some of those bills were kind of scary for a school board member to be watching. So I do believe that our legislators, took the time to listen to us and listen to all that we're advocating. And the general consensus was that those weren't good for our school.
Perhaps the most notable bill that didn't pass, House Bill 1134, which could have barred teachers from discussing certain topics in the classroom. Presenter Justin Swanson says educators' oppositions to this bill, including state capitol visits from multiple board members, did in fact make a difference.
Even having the presence in the hallway, like I know Noah did, and a couple others, that goes a long way. And whether they admit it or not, the bill disappeared and it didn't make it across the finish line, I think, for that very reason.
Matthias says it's crucial to stay involved and in touch with representatives, not only to advocate for laws, but for budgeting decisions as well.
It's important for people to get to know who those people are and then be able to have conversations with them on how their legislation and the way they pass bills affect our communities in general.
Because she knows these decisions don't only affect her now.
I have a daughter who wants to be an educator, and I have her watching these bills now because those will directly impact, her future and all of our young people's future.
Multiple school board members and speakers reiterated that the bills they opposed this past session could still resurface down the road. So they hope to continue to communicate with local legislators about what does and what doesn't work.